For years, Tesla dominated the electric vehicle market with no serious competitors, positioning itself as the undisputed leader in EV technology and innovation. But while Tesla celebrated its dominance, a company called BYD emerged from obscurity in China to become the world's largest EV manufacturer by sales volume. BYD's rise was so rapid and unexpected that many Western analysts missed it entirely, only noticing when BYD had already surpassed Tesla's EV sales. Today, we're exploring how BYD emerged from being an unknown Chinese battery company to become the world's largest EV manufacturer and how it essentially killed Tesla's market dominance. This is the complete story of BYD's rise, the strategies that enabled their success, and what it reveals about the EV revolution and Tesla's vulnerabilities. BYD was founded in 1995 by Wang Chuanfu, a Chinese entrepreneur who started the company as a battery manufacturer focused on rechargeable batteries. Wang Chuanfu was not born into wealth or privilege. He was the orphan of poor parents who died when he was young, forcing him to work his way up from nothing. Despite his humble origins, Wang was brilliant and ambitious, studying chemistry and gaining expertise in battery technology. BYD started by making batteries for mobile phones and other consumer electronics, gradually building expertise in battery chemistry and manufacturing. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, BYD focused on becoming the world's best battery manufacturer, perfecting production processes and achieving economies of scale. By the 2000s, BYD had become one of the world's largest battery manufacturers, supplying batteries to major electronics companies worldwide. But Wang Chuanfu recognized that the future of batteries was not consumer electronics, it was electric vehicles. In 2003, BYD made a strategic decision to enter the automotive industry by acquiring a struggling Chinese automaker called Qin. This acquisition allowed BYD to build automotive manufacturing capacity and integrate battery technology into vehicles. While Tesla was building high-performance luxury electric vehicles in America, BYD was building affordable electric vehicles for the Chinese market. BYD's approach was fundamentally different from Tesla's. Instead of focusing on performance and luxury, BYD focused on affordability and practicality. BYD recognized that the mass EV market would be won by companies that could build affordable vehicles that regular people could actually purchase. Tesla's cheapest model, the Model 3, started at around $35,000, putting it out of reach for most consumers worldwide. BYD's vehicles started at prices below $10,000, making electric vehicles accessible to ordinary families in China and beyond. This pricing strategy proved to be incredibly powerful, as BYD captured massive market share among price-conscious buyers. While Tesla sold expensive luxury EVs to wealthy early adopters, BYD was building the mass market for electric vehicles. BYD also invested heavily in battery technology, developing new battery chemistry and manufacturing processes that improved performance and reduced costs. BYD's focus on batteries gave them competitive advantages that Tesla, which outsourced battery production, could not match. By the early 2020s, BYD had become the world's largest EV manufacturer by volume, selling more electric vehicles than Tesla every year. In 2023 and 2024, BYD's EV sales surpassed Tesla by a significant margin, with BYD selling millions of vehicles while Tesla struggled with slower growth. The market realized that the orphan entrepreneur's Chinese battery company had actually won the EV wars while everyone was watching Tesla. This moment is crucial because it shows how a company can dominate an industry by focusing on the mass market rather than luxury segments. If you're watching this and you're thinking about how important it is to understand that markets are won by serving the majority, not just the wealthy, like this video to show that market disruption happens from the bottom up. And subscribe because we're analyzing how companies truly dominate industries. BYD's success reveals several strategic insights about how to win in new industries and disrupt established leaders. First, strategic insight. Serve the mass market, not just wealthy early adopters if you want to build a truly dominant company. Tesla built an incredible luxury EV brand, but this approach limited the market size and allowed competitors to capture the mass market. BYD's focus on affordable vehicles meant that the company could scale to much larger volumes and become more profitable at scale. Second, strategic insight. Own your critical supply chains and resources, especially for new technologies. BYD's expertise in battery technology and manufacturing gave them cost advantages and reliability advantages over competitors who outsourced batteries. Tesla's reliance on battery suppliers left them vulnerable to supply chain disruptions and price increases. Third, strategic insight. Focus on practical customer needs, not just performance and innovation. While Tesla focused on 0 to 60 times in luxury features, BYD focused on affordability, reliability, and practicality. Regular consumers cared more about whether they could afford an EV than whether it accelerated to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. Fourth, strategic insight. Execute with discipline and patience, building capabilities gradually over time. BYD spent decades perfecting battery manufacturing before even entering the automotive industry. This gradual approach seems slow compared to Tesla's rapid innovation, but it created competitive advantages that were difficult to match. Fifth, strategic insight. Understand your market deeply and adapt products to local preferences and needs. BYD understood Chinese consumers and built vehicles that met their specific needs and preferences. Tesla's approach was more one-size-fits-all, assuming that the same vehicles would appeal to consumers worldwide. The strategic contrast between BYD and Tesla reveals that there are multiple ways to win in emerging industries. Tesla's approach of luxury innovation and global scale was successful at establishing the EV category and creating brand prestige, but BYD's approach of mass market, affordability and vertical integration proved more effective at actually dominating the industry by sales, volume and profitability. By 2024, BYD was more profitable than Tesla despite lower margins, because BYD sold so many more vehicles. BYD's market capitalization approached and eventually exceeded Tesla's in some periods, reflecting the market's recognition that BYD was the superior business. The traditional narrative in Western media was that Tesla was the EV leader and BYD was an inferior Chinese copycat. But the actual market results tell a different story. BYD was the better execution of the EV business model at scale. BYD's rise also reveals the shift in automotive manufacturing dominance from Western companies to Chinese companies. For a century, automotive manufacturing was dominated by American, European, and Japanese companies. But BYD's dominance signals a fundamental shift in which countries and companies will dominate automotive manufacturing in the 21st century. Chinese companies are now the leaders in EV technology, battery technology, and manufacturing at scale. This shift has profound implications for the global economy, geopolitics, and the future of transportation. BYD's success also reveals that Tesla's market dominance was not inevitable or permanent, despite how it seemed in the mid-2010s. Tesla's first-mover advantage in innovation enabled it to create the EV category and build a luxury brand. But once the category was established and Chinese competitors entered, Tesla's advantages became less decisive. Tesla's focus on profit margins and premium pricing meant the company could not compete with BYD on volume and accessibility. Tesla's lack of vertical integration in batteries meant Tesla was vulnerable to supply chain disruptions. Tesla's reliance on global supply chains in a world of increasing geopolitical tension created risks that BYD, focused on China, avoided. So here's my question for you. Does Tesla's loss of dominance mean Tesla is no longer a good company or investment? Or is there value in Tesla's luxury positioning and innovation even if BYD dominates volume and overall market share? How do you evaluate companies when they are successful but not dominant in their categories? Let me know your thoughts in the comments about Tesla versus BYD and what defines success in competitive industries. Like this video if you found the BYD story as fascinating as I do, and especially if you believe the story of the orphan entrepreneur winning deserves to be told. Subscribe to this channel, because we're analyzing how companies actually win competitive wars and what determines dominance in emerging industries. Because the truth is this, BYD's story is not just about beating Tesla. It's about how a company building better businesses at scale beats companies building better products for the wealthy. Understanding this pattern helps you see how industries evolve and which companies and strategies actually win long-term. BYD's rise fundamentally changes the narrative about the future of transportation and which companies will lead the 21st century economy.